Boy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Detective Conan chapter 1128. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And something we are starting to do now over on our Patreon is we're starting to do anime live reactions again, because on Patreon we don't have to worry about copyright strikes over there, so we can have the anime and the manga side by side on the screen and give you an even better analysis on manga to anime live reactions over there. So please go subscribe to the Patreon. We have Suicide Squad Isekai over there. We did our first manga to anime adaptation live reaction, and that was for 2.5D Seduction, and that one is free, so you guys can get an idea on how my anime live reactions are going to work over there. And we're going to have the Elusive Samurai, which we're doing today, and Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest we're going to be doing as well. So make sure you check out the Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So we're getting to the resolution of this mystery, and man, just looking at this title page, it's just a constant reminder, another constant reminder, of how series like Detective Conan is the MacGyver of manga, and I love it so much. If you have not watched classic MacGyver, why? Go watch MacGyver. It is so freaking good. Don't watch the reboot. Go watch MacGyver, mullet and all. It is so worth it. Alright, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. What matches the source of mystery? The resolution of the kidnapping case of Conan and Azusa. What on earth is the culprit after? And this chapter is titled The Trigger for Counterattack. There we go. Oh, we got two. God, the Scanlation group gave us two color cover pages. Yes. God, I gotta tell you, thank God. Thank God for the Scanlation group. We need more Scanlation groups for a couple of other series, because similar to Detective Conan, we're in a situation where they have Square Enix in one case has changed the lore so much it's almost unreadable. Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm so mad about it. I'm gonna reach out to Square Enix and bitch about it. I'm so pissed about it. Anyways, what do you mean by in such a desperate situation? The Tiger Cub's secret plan to escape from the tiger's den is here? The cue to start the counterattack? Sorry, let me read this again. What do you mean by the cue to start the counterattack? Is this son? You had wireless earphones with you, right? Yeah, wait, they're gone! I snatched them off of you and dropped them in the, pant flaps of, the two kidnappers who came in earlier. Oh, what are you gonna do with this, Conan? Because I saw one of them had your smartphone in his back pocket. So, well, what does that mean? You know about, oh, you're gonna use the Find My Device? Okay, this will be interesting. You know about the Find My Device feature, right? The feature that lets you, find your wireless earphones when you forget them somewhere. Yes, the one that notifies you when they're far away from your phone, right? Yes, it sends a notification when they're about 400 meters away. That's what I'm waiting for. We don't know how many accomplices they have, so even if it's only one less person we have to deal with, it will better our situation. Well, it was a gamble whether the guy with your smartphone would stay here or not, though. Ooh, there it goes. It's here. You shitty brat! Don't you dare stand up like, ooh! Dude, that's a bullseye, like right in the forehead, or right between the eyes, right here. Wait, what did you do? it's a wristwatch tranquilizer gun. Tranquilizer gun? Seriously, sorry. Tranquilizer? The professor made it so I could defend myself from bad people. That was sneaky. It's just like a stun gun. Dude, it's better than a stun gun, because actually, well, stun guns will knock you out too, but still. Anyway, I want to use your smartphone that he has with him to call for help. So, can you go to the refrigerator? Okay. Nope, I can't reach it at all. The refrigerator's too heavy for me to move. Well, no shit. I might be able to knock it over, though. I don't want the other accomplices to come in after hearing the noise. I guess we have no choice but, to open the padlock. Ooh, let's see. Suzusa-san, can you give me your matchbox? Sure. Oh, here we go. I'm sure there was a knife, next to the hacksaw, right? What are you gonna do with the matches? What are you gonna, wait. There we go. Oh, it says what, oh my god, this is probably the translator or the scan later. Because it has, what are you going to do with the matches written here twice. Okay, first with the knife, we'll scrape off as much as possible, yeah, as much as possible off. Sorry, there was a typo, so that threw me off. The ignition compound at the tip of the matchstick and collect them in the box. Let's see. Once we've collected a good amount, we can grind them into powder with a stick or something like that. See, this is where it's getting very MacGyver-esque. So that when you pour it into the keyhole of the padlock, then scrape the wooden part of the matchstick to make it pointy, and stick it into the keyhole filled with lots of ignition compound from the matchsticks, and you light it. Dude, that's so sick! That's how you unlock. I want to know if someone. You probably shouldn't try it at home, but I want to know if that actually works in real life. I do. I'm so curious. It opened. It opened. How? Here's how it works. Okay, I love when we get this. Dr. Stone did this too. Oh my god, I miss Dr. Stone. I swear, I need a Dr. Stone McWool so freaking bad. I'm still waiting on that. Will I ever get it? I don't know. Especially with a Nagaki working on Trillion Game, I doubt it. Let's see. The reason a lock won't open even if you insert a different key is because the pins will get stuck unless all of them line up with the borderline. So yeah, because you have the pins, the springs, and with the wrong key. They don't line up with the borderline in between, because it's like do do do. And then with the right key, everything lines up with the borderline. That's so cool. But the ignition compound ignites all at once and explodes with a force that pushes the pins up so that it doesn't get stuck, making it possible to unlock it. That is so sick. I don't think have we ever seen something like this before? I don't think so. This is why I love manga. You learn something new every day. But yeah, what I like about this is like giving you a physics I can't talk right now. A physics lesson. This is a physics lesson right here. I love it. Love it. Wow. Wow. Well, it may not work this well too, depending on the padlock. We'll see. Well, I'm guessing. Well, yeah, I'm guessing it depends on the kind of padlock. Like if it's like a older padlock and it's rusty and all that, yeah, it'll probably work a lot better than like a brand spanking new one. That's my guess. Then first, using Azusa-san's smartphone inside the pocket of his pants, I'll call for help. Something came up on this guy's smartphone. An email? I'll unlock the smartphone with this fingerprint. Huh? It's a messaging app. Cram up. Open up. Okay, let's see what it says here. But this is from Matsumoto. We'll cram up the parts marked in red under supervision and assemble it. Roger that. Also, can we open up this character's name? I figured this was going to be the case. This is definitely related to the video game. Character's name? No, wait. Ko, take care of it. Matsumoto then, responds, yeep. What time, Maida then says here, what time is, the group date tomorrow? Cram up means to remove characters and fill the gaps. Open up, means to convert the kanji into hiragana. Sorry. Yeah, I said Ko instead of KO. KO means knock yourself out as in okay. These are all proofreading terms, which means, as I thought, these guys are Conan, what are you doing? We need to call for help quickly. What? What? No way! That man has the same face as the severed head in the refrigerator. I knew he had the same face as the head in the refrigerator. Can't tell me he killed his own brother. I knew it. Conan, what are you? Huh? Huh? A photo? Dude, he put a photo in there? That's right. This is a laminated paper with photos of the front and sides of the face composited and attached together. After rolling the paper into the cylinder and putting it inside a jar, when you pour water in it, the water in the jar created an effect of a convex lens, making the cylindrical photo look like a three-dimensional severed head filling the entire jar. That's pretty sick, actually. But the finger is real, right? It was all squishy. This is probably... Why? Stop it! Look, it's a wiener sausage! No! They made cuts with a knife. Damn, that was detailed. They made cuts with a knife to make creases on the joints of a finger. Oh, tore the sausage's skin to make it look like a nail. And after that, they just added some ketchup on it. That was pretty smart. Both the severed head bottle inside a jar and bloody finger props are all classic horror pranks, right? Yeah, I said it last video too. I said, the moment Azusa said that they were making, that one of the people she saw in the restaurant, or in the cafe, was a horror video game developer, I was like, yeah. But then what's this place? There are no windows in this room, right? Yes. Apart from the entrance, washroom, bathroom, toilet, corridor, veranda, staircase, storeroom, and machinery room, any indoor space is legally required to have windows, but it's also permissible not to install windows in a photography studio. So this place is a photography studio? Yeah, probably for taking photos that will go on the strategy guide book for the game that you say you're addicted to. That makes sense. Maybe the editing staff wanted to bring out the fields as if they had entered... as if they had entered the game world. Yeah, that would make sense. Got it. The message of the people who abducted us. I'll add a message to this. The woman and the brat are... What are you typing in there? I'm typing a message into the kidnapper's messaging app that says the brat and the girl are causing a ruckus. Come here quickly. Huh? Why? Suzusa-san, you learned about it today in Poirot, right? A confidential piece of information about your favorite game. This was so the wrong way to handle this. This so was. This is not how you deal with confidential information. I know this because I know confidential information. I know quite a bit of confidential information. Yes, Splatter 2. The game I'm so obsessed with is going to have a sequel called Splatter 3? Is this a son overhear that kind of information? Not overheard, but saw it. It was reflected on the glass of the picture frame behind the person who seemed to be an editor from the magazine, right? Please zoom in on that screen. It's true. There's a 3 written over here. Oh, yeah, that's kind of important. But why kidnap both of them just because of that? They're strategy guide books that come out almost at the same time as the game is released, right? That's because the editorial staff of the strategy guide books borrow the game's ROM and play it before it's officially released. But if the staff leaks the information that the game is going to be released to someone on the outside, then there are cases where they might have to pay a huge penalty for breach of contract. Yeah, that is very true. I know about this. Well, I don't have to worry about this because I don't breach contracts. But I know about it's something called an NDA. Yes, NDAs are very called an NDA, or Japan has something akin to an NDA for in the entertainment industry, and it's kind of a big problem. It really is. That's why when you see people get all pissy about the lack of information from the anime industry or the manga industry and whatnot, and why there's a lack of especially in the anime, and I think I want to say video game industry too, why there's a lack of transparency. Well, it's because they can't reveal anything due to the NDAs that they're under. And man, I can tell you, if it weren't for my NDA, whoa, I know a lot about what's going on in the anime industry right now. That that would totally like blow your mind, but I can't say it. I can say like a lot of the stuff, and I've written about quite a bit of it, in for Bounding into Comics, but there's a lot of stuff that I haven't written for Bounding into Comics that I cannot say that would blow your mind. Oh, a lot of it, some of it's starting to come out now, but or it's come out in like I want to say some. I know the Trigger director said it. A Trigger anime director said it like I want to say a couple months ago or a few months ago, but nah, there's another thing that or a couple of other things that I know that haven't been said that would really blow your mind, but I can't say it. Maybe the game will be announced for release tonight at 12 o'clock. Yep. So that's why the two of them are to be kept confined in, somewhere until then. No, this is not how you do that. You just have them sign an NDA. But he could have just asked her not to tell anyone. Wouldn't that have sufficed? Yeah. There was no need to go as far as kidnapping and keeping them confined. Azusa-san is light, so we decided to drop the subject. That was when we were talking about the tug of war tournament, and then we talked about inviting Azusa-san as well, but it doesn't look like she has the strength for it, and she's light, so we decided to drop the subject. Don't tell me they misunderstood and thought that light meant light lift. That's when you are supposed to take her and just sit down with her and be like, we need you to sign this NDA. Then they planned to kidnap and confine her somewhere with blindfolds until midnight, but Conan ended up seeing their faces. Blindfolded until midnight, but Conan ended up seeing their faces. So with no other option, they probably kept them confined in the studio they were using to take photos for the game's strategy guide book. Dude, they could have just told them that, and Azusa would have been living. They didn't have to They didn't have to kidnap her. They probably could have told her and be like, hey, how about this? If you don't see anything, how about we take you to the studio and you could see like behind the scenes stuff you could do that. Like you could have done something like that. So with no other option, they probably kept them confined in the studio they were using to take photos for the game's strategy guidebook, to make it seem that they were the accomplices of that bizarre murderer and use that fear to keep them silent. That was so stupid. Indeed, our company does have a photography studio, but to think our editors would be involved in a kidnapping. Anyway, please show us the way. The Japanese word used to describe that Azusa is light in weight was karui. This is what the translator said here. But the kidnapper mistook it, wait. For karui, short for kuchiga karui, which was someone who is loose-lipped. So that's what karui, but kidnapper mistook it for karui, short for kuchiga karui, which means someone who is loose-lipped. There we go. But I gotta point this out before I forget. Something that is a huge problem that that I wish Viz would do, is they don't. It's rare to have it in Viz localizations. Is they do not utilize translation notes. It would be nice to have translation notes because then you can get educated. But then again, you have assholes like Katrina. I hate giving her attention, but she is the one that posted it. So that say we aren't here to give weebs an education on Japanese. It's like, but why do you think we go to manga? We want to learn about another culture. Like, these people piss me off. You have no idea. This is the place. We're terribly sorry. But what were you planning to do if I reported you to the police after this, saying that the editors at Shudakan archives might be the accomplices of the bizarre murder? You see, originally since it hit midnight, once it hit midnight, we were going to come in holding this placard as a prank. Oh my god! So I thought if you're a big fan of splatter, maybe you would understand the joke. That was so stupid! But even so, this was a perfect kidnapping, and you broke my detective badge, right? We did that to have the air of scary guys, so I'm really sorry. As an apology, we'll gift you the Splatter 3 game and the strategy guidebook, so please do not report us to the police. Whoa, that's nice. Well, I'm fine with it, though. Then make arrangements for 2 copies for us, plus copies for 4 more people. Well, that's awesome. Oh, really? You gave the copies of the game and strategy guidebooks to the detective boys as a present, huh? Well, that's nice. They must have been thrilled, right? Yeah, everyone was puzzled by the strategy guide book being out before the release date, though. After doing something like that, of course they'd wonder. That's right, I found the guy who had complained about the beef stew back then. He was the manager of the cafe right in front of the station. He had a signboard out front that said, "We have started serving delicious beef stew." Quite the sneaky guy. The only one left is that customer who seemed like a stalker. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before, though. Well, for me, I'm also... that's probably the killer. I'm also concerned about a certain guy who has been frequently investigating Conan, though. Is that so? Welcome. It's that customer from before. Kanemaru-san, you came again today? Huh? Yeah, well, do you know Mizusa-san? He was the substitute manager, or a substitute for a manager when he got hospitalized due to an injury. Okay. That's why I recalled him from somewhere before. No wonder he's familiar with the backside of the counter. So why are you staring at those two? Huh? I had no choice. I heard Azusa-chan is dating the new handsome employee. Huh? So I came here to make sure whether he's a truly suitable man for her or not. Oh my god, we're not dating! As anticipation rises, many premonitions swirl around Poirot. But for the time being, everything is settled. Next is a 5-chapter case in Naniwa. So that is going to start August 5th. But... what the fuck was with this case? Oh my god. But... something I will say about this that is important to highlight, and I'm glad that I'm kind of glad Ayama highlighted this, is about NDAs, because NDAs, it's been a huge problem lately, or I should say the past few years or so, where with leak cultures is the right wording here, where there's been a lot of animators leaking content and breaking their NDAs, and then you got people bitching. It's mainly, I don't know if it's happening in Japan or not, but it's mainly the Western community. I know the Western community is bitching about the lack of transparency. I'm mad about the lack of transparency too, but I understand why there's a lack of transparency, because as I said, NDAs are really, really strict. They are. The NDAs I have in place with my Aniplex Insider, for example. California has verbal contracts, and which apply to Twitter DMs and emails as well. So what it is, basically anything that is said verbally or in a message or whatnot, or even something written on a napkin, I know it's weird, is considered valid. So that's how I do my NDAs. I do informal, like, verbal NDAs, so to speak. Because I live in California, and it's just a lot easier to do that. And that's how I'm able to get the information that I do get. But yeah, but man, that baby is so sus. That baby right there, I just noticed that baby and that mama right there looking really sus. But this was really really cute though, or not cute, but this was good. It was a good what's the wording I'm looking for? Transition case. I wonder what we're going to be getting, because it said here the next chapter is going to be a 5-chapter case in Naniwa. This will be very interesting to see. I wonder if the Black organization is going to be involved, since it is a 5-chapter case. Curious, very curious, especially with this final panel here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more Detective Conan content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!